everyone, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and today I wanted to do something a little different. I know a lot of times we get down a dark path. There's so much negativity in our media, which can be interesting, and it's things that we definitely want to know about and we want to tap into from time to time, but it's also fun to change gears. So this question was sent to me, and it is about the Nunne'hi. I think I'm saying that right. But if not, it's spelled Nunnehi. And let me go ahead with a question. This person said, I really like the way that you looked into Pilot Mountain, which was a reading that I did a while ago. And then they went on to say, I've since learned it's a sacred mountain to the first people who were there 12,000 years ago or so. The Cherokee have a myth about the Nunne'hi, who are said to live everywhere and live nowhere. The Nunne'hi were recently portrayed in a cable TV series, Outlander. Can you tell us about them, who lived under Pilot Mountain, Black Mountain, how long have they been there, and how do they decide how to help some people? And this person actually knew of one person who heard him walking on a gravel pathway at Pilot Mountain only a few years ago. So, like I said, I love this question, and I thought it would be fun to look at this. And when I did look at this, I found myself viewing a woods, and there was a lot of trees and a lot of vegetation around me. And one thing that I wanted to note when I did this, it felt more like a remote viewing session versus a purely psychic connection. I felt as though I was there experiencing it and feeling everything with them. And then I saw a lot of little kids. They were wearing tattered animal skins, and they came out of the shadows. They just came out of the tree line. And there were a few elders in the group, but they were miniature in size too. So everybody had this childlike appearance to them. I could tell who the elders were because they looked to be giving the directions, and they were moving slowly, giving inferences that it was okay, if it was okay to come out, and those type of things. And the others, they all looked to him for direction, for some kind of insight and some kind of guidance. And as I see what look like hundreds of these small people, children, I'm asking, who are they and where did they come from? And one of the ones that was in charge says, who wants to know and why? Which I thought that was a really strange comeback. And I paused for a moment, and I could tell that they didn't want to trust me. It was like they needed to test me somehow. They needed to feel me out or put me through some sort of a test to earn my ability to communicate with them. So I found myself instinctually just putting my hand up with my palm up. And one of them walked over to me and put his hand on top of mine, and at that time there was this weird glow that came out of her hands. And then he took a deep breath, and then he just looked at me and he nodded his head, and it was as if he was feeling my energy before he would continue. It was like he needed to get permission, or he had to sense me out in some way. And he told me that they mainly live actually up in the trees. And I realized that the legend says that they live in the earth, referring to Pilot Mountain and Black Mountain, which is where they retreat if they're in danger. But ultimately they live in the trees, and they live in balance with Mother Gaia, and they have for centuries. They're beings that are sent here to protect the earth, and they're composed of high vibrational 3D energy that manifests into this childlike appearance. So really, they're this energetic form that can take on a humanistic appearance when needed. So I thought that was a really unique ability that they had. Then I got that they're one of the closest beings to 4D energy that still reside within this earthly plane, and it makes them highly intuitive and empathic. They chose to help those in need and of a higher vibration. So they pick and choose based on how this person comes across and feels to them. And when they do offer help, it's almost mystic, like a guiding force that surrounds the person needing help. If they're physically around, it feels to be a fleeting thing. Like how sometimes you'll see something out of the corner of your eye, or you'll feel a presence of something or someone near you. That's how they, I guess, manifest their physical being around someone. And then the next thing you know, they're gone. And then I hear the phrase that they're like whispers in the wind. So that was really all I was able to get out of that interaction. But if something comes to you while you're reading this, leave a comment and I'll see if I can tap into more again, I thought that was really unique. I love the question. I love the change of pace and changing it up a little bit. So, I don't know. Think it over. See what you think. Feel free to leave a comment. And again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.com. And please don't forget to like me and share me and all those great things that help me out so much. And again, that's all I have. And I look forward to reading your comments. Take care. Bye.